Hello, Sales Elite. It's Julie here, and I wanted to give you a little crash course of what we talked about at the webinar that we had a few days ago. If some of you guys weren't able to come, or you just wanted to reference this, if you missed some things that we had covered on Tuesday. So just wanted to start out. Here is a business page. I just pulled up Jeff Sheeters. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a little summary of all the things that you can do. One of the things that seems to be working really well is actually going live. So you can start a live video, and once you do that, your friends will actually get a notification on their phone that said, Jeff's going live, click here to join in. And it's just a really great way to interact with your clients and or prospects, or just people in general. If you're doing any kind of contest, giving that away live is a great idea to really create some excitement. The other thing you can do is you can create an event. So even if we have a special sale going on, a world record sales event, or even just President's Day sales event, even though we don't maybe have something in particular, you can still create an event, you can promote that, and you can share that on your page. Another really neat thing is you can create an offer. So I'll click on this here. You can put an expiration date. You can tell people about the offer, add photos. You can add a promo code if you want to. And what's really neat is when somebody claims the offer, you'll actually be able to see how many people claimed the offer. And once they claim that offer, once it's getting close to that expiration date, they're actually going to get a notification from Facebook. So it just really kind of re-engages the customer. So if you want to put a discount deal, free test drive, whatever you want to put on there, service offer, sales offer, $199 a month, whatever you guys want to do. To create some engagement, you can create a poll. That's really kind of a fun thing to do. I think I know Jeff posted a similar post like that earlier. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. Now, the other thing that's really cool, the big difference between a personal page and a business page is that you can advertise on your personal or on your business page. So what you can do is you can create ads. You can create really targeted audiences. I'm going to show you how to do that. First, what you're going to do is you're going to go to business.facebook.com, and it's going to pull up something similar to this. And first, I'm going to show you how to build your audiences. So you're going to go to this Business Manager tab right up here. And then you're going to go to All Tools. Make sure you guys can see that. All Tools right here at the bottom. And then you're going to click on Audiences. So there's 3 different audiences that you can create. There is a saved audience. So we'll do that first. So a saved audience is essentially an audience composed of whatever parameters you set around it. And Facebook builds this audience based on their data that they have. They have Polk data, and they also have user behavior data. So based on how you have used their site, how you have interacted with certain posts, what you like, all those different things, they put you in all these different categories. So let's just create an audience. Let's say we'll do Kia Toledo, Sedona. Let's say we want to create a Sedona ad. So, all right. Now you can also use these audiences. So we'll talk about lookalike audiences and custom audiences here in a minute. So you can set whatever location you want. You can do Toledo, and this is the one I do a lot for the Toledo ads because it really kind of goes a little far south, a little north. So it's a really nice radius. You can also just type in Toledo, or let's say we're on Jeff's page, let's put Findlay. And then you can go as low as 10 miles, and you can go as high as 50 miles as far as the radius goes. And then they default at 25. You can also, if you want to just target specific zip codes, you can do that. Oops, that's not a zip code. It's around here. So you can see, you can target specific zip codes if you want to get really targeted. The other thing that you can do is you can also exclude people. So if you wanted to exclude different zip codes, you can do that as well. So see, we're actually, you'd have to do that right here. So then you would just switch to exclude. So if you actually didn't want to hit, if you wanted to hit around the Toledo market, but you didn't want to hit 43615 for whatever reason, then you can actually exclude that as a zip code. Another thing that's really cool is you can go to people who live in this location, people who are traveling in this location, which I would say live in this location is what the default would be. But what's also really neat is you can do people recently in this location. So if you wanted to, you could essentially geofence the competitor. You could say, put in Yark's address or Reineke's address. You could also target the University of Findlay if they were having a big game at the football stadium, or at the Mud Hens game, you could put Fifth Third Field's address in there. So if you wanted to create an audience targeted towards people who love baseball, and you're targeting people that have been to the Mud Hens game, you can do that. So that's a one thing I actually didn't mention on the call on Tuesday, so a little fun tidbit there. Then you can set whatever age. I wouldn't really go below 18. I really usually start about 25, 30, depending on what you're looking for. Like the Sedona, I would go late 20s, maybe 27. And then I don't like to go 65. I'll go 50, 55. Maybe grandma wants a minivan, so we'll go 55. If you want to do women, a lot of women buy Sedonas, so we can click women. And then this is where you can get really detailed. So in market, you can type, if I type it right, in market, and then it should pop up lease in market. Then if you go automotive here, so if you clicked, I clicked automotive, and then it brought this, and then I'll go new vehicle buyers, near market, and then I'll click whatever, like probably crossover would be all right. Maybe not economy if we're looking for Sedonas. Full size SUV, sure. Minivan, all right. And let's go back. We can go to automotive, and then here's in market, make, and then if you want to specifically target, let's say Hyundai owners, you can do Honda. Where's Chrysler? Chrysler, Kia. All right, you guys get the picture. And then, what's really neat is as you're building your audience, if you go, it'll say, it's not saying the potential audience yet, because I didn't end up putting a location in. So let's just do that. So here we go. So then it says your estimated reach based on the criteria, and it even gives all the criteria right here. So 43615, 27 to 35 female, and then people that match these criteria. And then if you want to narrow it even more, you can narrow audience. You can also, so if they like one of these things, and then they must also, let's say you want to target a certain income, so you can do that. 50,000. So here is, no, that's not what I wanted. I want income. Households are likely to spend. Oh, now this is another thing you guys can do. So you can type in 30 to 40,000. So people in households that are likely to spend 30 to 40,000 on their vehicle. So that's pretty. That's a nice tool too. So actually, let's put that. I like that. But then also, I'm trying to think. I know income. Here we go. So here's income, and then you can choose financial income. Let's say 50 to 75,000. So that's narrowing that even more. So then that means that your audience is either in the market for these things, but then they also either are looking for a vehicle price in the $30,000 to $40,000 range, or they have a personal income of $50,000 to $74,000. Let's see where that takes our. Yep, it really narrowed down our audience, 3,200 people. And then you can also, if you wanted to exclude, let's say people that like Kias because you don't necessarily want to, or people that are interested in the Kia Sorento or whatever. It didn't really knock anything down. But anyways, you get the picture that you can narrow that down even more if you want to exclude certain people. The other thing that you can do is you can exclude people that have liked your page. So you don't want to feed them an ad already if they already are engaged with your page. Or you can target people specifically who are in this criteria that like your page, or also friends of people that like your page. Same thing with events. If you had an event, you can really target people that have already been engaging with your page. These are the tools that Facebook allows you to do that. So then you can create your audience, and then here's our audience right here. It's ready, and then we can use it on our ads. So a couple other audience types is a custom audience, which the one you're probably going to use the most is the customer file. So all you do is go into your ProMax, get your customer data, and then you can upload it right here. You want to make sure that it's a CSV file. Basically what Facebook needs, the more criteria you have, the better. But if you have first name, last name, phone number, and email address, usually those, zip code would be great too. And then Facebook can do a profile match based on the criteria that they have, and then they will build an audience based on that criteria that you give them. And then you can name your audience right here. What's also nice is you can describe it. So you can see, like down here, I have names, and then I also have descriptions of what they are. And then you can create lookalike audiences. So to create a lookalike audience, just click on create audience, lookalike audience, and then you use your source. So if you want to create a lookalike audience based on a custom audience that you built. So I built a custom audience of owners from all the stores. So here's one for Kia Finley. And then you have to select the United States, or if you want to select another country, and then that'll create that audience for you. So what a lookalike audience is Facebook takes the audience in the owner's audience that you created, and then it will find people that have similar likes, interests, and behaviors, and then create an audience based on that. All right. So that's audiences. I think that's good enough for now. So once you've built your audience, let's go to building an ad. So here's your ads manager. This will show you all the different campaigns you're doing, your ad sets, and then your ads. And then you can also change the date range right here. So if you just wanted to see 1 week, if you wanted to see, it'll show you, last 30 days, lifetime. Really, you can set whatever parameters you want. Okay, so if you want to create an ad, you're going to click this button over here, create. And then there's a lot of different options. Really, what they started is, what is your goal? So are you trying to send people to the website, which I would recommend for you guys not to do, because once they get to the website, unless you have your own personal website that you want to send your customers to, or a personal landing page, those are great options, and those are great ways to track the results that you're getting. However, if you send them to the Taylor Automotive page, once they get there, and if they fill out form on that page, the BDC or whoever's handling those leads will have no idea that that is your person, that they came to that page based on your ad. So I would recommend either creating your own landing page, website, or you can also create brand awareness. If you just want people to like your page, you can do that. So if you wanted to do that, you would just hit brand awareness. Reach is another one too you can do. Lead generation, that'll send an email to you, but I would recommend going with messages, because messages will actually, I'll show you how the ad looks, and then they click on the call to action, whatever you want it to set, and then it'll send a message. It's like a chat. It's a text message that you'll get notified immediately. So then you can start that conversation with that customer when they are the most engaged with that ad. So that is really the best time to talk to them, and that is going to be the best time to get them to come, most likely to get them to come in. So let's say we are going to do we can even just, double down payment. I know we talked about Sedona earlier, but it doesn't matter. So just campaign name, whatever you want. If you wanted to put March in there. Okay, so then you can choose the ad type. So click to Messenger. And then there's also, this is a sponsored ad message. So you can, what it'll do is your ad will pop up in existing conversations that people are having in Messenger. I recommend just having, it's just a regular ad that shows up on the newsfeed that they click on that, and then that goes to Messenger. So that's what I would recommend. Then you can create a new audience. So create a new custom audience like we had did before. So drilling that down, or you can use a save audience. So we'll just use the Kia Sedona one that we had just built. I would just keep that, as the automatic placements, and then you can set your daily budget, or I would recommend setting a lifetime budget. So that way you know exactly how much you're spending. So, however you want to set your budget. I mean, what's really nice is, I know Steve had asked about how much we want to spend on our ads, and you can see right here based on how long, how big your budget is, how long you want to schedule that, what your potential reach is, right here. So if you want to, let's say $50. Now this is for a whole month. I don't usually run ads for that long unless it's more of like a branding piece. But if we're doing like double down payments or something like that, I like to run them for about a week or two, so that way I can see how they're doing and then maybe make some changes accordingly. So let's say we'll run it today through the 12th. So then you can see your potential reach is about 3,200 people, and that's actually up to 260 per day. So if we're running it for 10 days, so then you're talking about 2,600 people that you could potentially reach. So let's continue. We'll choose the page. Yours will probably just show up right here right away. We'll just put Brady's here. What's also great too is your ads will also show up on Instagram. So if you have an Instagram account, you can also select your Instagram page there. Otherwise, it will show up. If you don't have an Instagram account, it still will show up on Instagram. It's just more generic. Okay, so choose how your ad would like to look. There's a couple different options. There's the carousel ad, which is really nice. I love this one because you can actually essentially put up to 10 ads in one ad. So you can go down here and put the photo in, put in your headline, put in the description, click your call or select your call to action. Let's just do it. All right, so we'll just click something generic. Let's see, or get a quote. All right, so now this is mobile. Let's see how it, phone, here we go. Oh no, what did I want? Where's the desktop newsfeed? That's what I want. Okay, so this is how it's going to look on the desktop. And then, so you'll have text up top. So we're doubling down payments up to $6,000. Join us for madness in March, whatever. And then I would recommend putting your cell phone number in here, call or text 494005769 or whatever. Or click get a quote, and then actually, and then you can also, you can decide what call to action you want. So request time, watch more, apply now, maybe learn more. I wish they had get a quote. Click learn more to get your quote. Actually, we could do instant quote. Okay, so you can see how it's up here. And then now this one, I wouldn't necessarily use a carousel ad for this double down payment. Now also you want to make sure everything is spelled correctly and all that stuff. This one, the carousel ad, I would use more if you're highlighting a bunch of cars. So let's say Steve's Weekly Specials, or I got some great deals going on right now. These cars must go. Call or text me or click below to get my best price. So I've seen different ways where it's just click here for the best price. I've seen prices, and really the ones that get the best engagement are the ones where they're clicking and they're asking what the best price is. But you got to be prepared to handle those leads and those text messages, the messages that are going to be coming in, and people are just going to ask what the price is. So you could also put the price right here, so the description. So let's say, now only, $14,599. So you can do that. And then, get today's price. So, maybe up to $3,000 off. So these are just some ideas. So I would recommend this one if you're going to be showcasing multiple cars, or if you want to, if there's a hot car that you really want to showcase, you can do like the, like the front of the car here. You could do, an inside photos. Each car that we have has, at least 10, 15, 30 photos, whatever. So you could highlight some photos there, and then you could put some features here. So like 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty, or Bluetooth, and so all that fun stuff. All right. Other one you can do is a single image. So if you wanted to, like the one that we were just working on, where are those? Here we go. And then kind of same thing, what we're saying, double down payment. Click here to get a quote. So I sent over a couple examples last week. So I'll send those over, or I'll have those attached in this email. So also, one thing that you guys probably notice if you're active on Facebook that gets a lot of engagement is videos. So I would recommend even putting a quick video, 10, 15, 30 seconds. That's another really great way. Now, if you don't have time to do that, another thing that I like to do is you can do a slideshow that creates a video. So some ideas for this is happy customer. So if you wanted to show maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 you can upload up to 10 images of your customers. So, and then you can create an ad saying, be what here, your picture here, come see, why it's so easy to buy a car from Jeff Sheeter at Taylor Kia. So you can do that. You can upload the videos. You can decide how long or how slow you want it to go. You can also add a transition. You can also add music. So it will allow you to add fun music. I like the Jazzy Samba one is my favorite. It's just kind of fun. It's, a little light. And then you can preview your ad in the phone, because there's a lot of different ways. There's Messenger, there's Instagram feed, and then your mobile news feed too. All right, so I think I covered a lot today. I mean, I've been on here almost over 20 minutes, so there's a lot more to do on Facebook. I just covered just some basic things about advertising and about audiences. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can email me or give me a call, and I'm here to help. So good luck, and hope you guys find a lot of success on Facebook.